Great morning, great morning, great morning. Hold on. Let me see what's going on with this thing right here. All right, hold on. Let me put it back. All right. Hey, y'all. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Christopher Darnell. Hey, Connie. Hello, Robert. Miss Rosie, Han, Meg, Ace. How y'all doing? Layla, Jody. Hello, hello, hello. Hmm. Targeted, hey boo. Justice, hey. Jamie, hey boo. How y'all doing on this good Monday? Tuesday. Monday. Tuesday. Yeah. What's today's date? Is it Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah, don't mind me, child. Okay, Thomas, Kane, hey boo. Carl, Lisa, Peter, Vanessa, hey boo. What's up, boo? Urban, good morning to you. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Shirley Ann. Hey, boo. All right, let's get into this good read today. Well, welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as the Afro Scene. And today I'm reading for the beautiful, handsome collective. Hello, collective. How you doing? Flowers, 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 two more times. Flowers, 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 one more time. Hey, Theo. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. To book a private reading with me to shop in my store. All that information's in the description box below. Hey, Maureen. Cat. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay, Kelly. Hey, boo. Yeah. Hey, Dan. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, dang, what day is it? You know, I just roll with the flow. We just go with the punches. Yeah. But anywho, let's get into this read. So the channel message here is this detective is not letting up. Please keep in mind that this is a collective read. It's not going to resonate with everyone. Take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? I will not be answering any private questions on a collective read. This is a collective read, okay? If you would like me to look directly into your personal energy, then you're gonna have to book a read, okay? Let's get into it. So, there's a detective that's trying to reclaim their throne, okay? This is very specific. So if you have initially reached out to a detective or you have initially started an investigation in regards to all that is happening to you, this detective did not believe you at all. They didn't. They took the case, they listened to what you had to say, they took the evidence in regards to what you gave to them, but to be honest with you, they did not believe what you were saying. They thought the things that you were saying were very far-fetched. Now things are changing with this detective here because the person that you complained about to this detective, they started to complain about you towards the collective. Sorry, they started to complain about you towards the detective. I'm sorry. And it started to pique the interest more for this detective to dive deeper or to see what was going on. So it actually became more so like the things that you were saying towards the detective, they thought that something was off with you. They thought that you were just trying to, they thought you were lying. I'm gonna be completely honest. They did. They thought that you were lying. And they didn't take your case serious. So they actually put it on the back burner. But what happened here, or the turn of events, or the change of events here, is that This is specifically your ex-lover or a family member, okay? The family member and the ex-lover both came together to come towards the detective to speak negative things towards you or against you, okay? And when they approached this detective, there was like an aha moment, or more so like they had an epiphany as to the things that you were saying. They realized that you were speaking the truth, or they realized that the things that you were saying, it made them dive deeper. So because of that, this detective, so if you reach out to a detective initially and you lost all sorts, like if you lost communication with them, it's because they didn't believe you. But you're going to, things are turning around in your favor here, and you may actually receive this call from the same detective or some form of a correspondence or communication method from this detective apologizing towards you in regards to not believing you. They did not believe you. They did not. And they're going to be honest with you, and they're going to tell you that they did not believe you. Now, the reason why they believe you is because the ex and so it could be a father figure. It could be your child's father or a grandfather or uncle, however it resonates. But they started to look closely with a microscope in regards to what this ex or family member were saying about you. And the things that they were saying about you wasn't aligning in regards to the initial report that you made against them, okay? So if you felt like your voice wasn't being heard, if you felt like, the things that you were saying were falling on deaf ears, it's because they did not believe you. That's the honest truth. But now they feel deep within themselves that it's a strong duty to them to ensure that they work around the clock to ensure that they break this case or they close this case, okay? Now, when the detective looked deeper into the history of an ex and family member here, they were very shocked and appalled as to what they were very shocked and appalled in regards to what they found. And they found that this ex and this family member here worked together. They connected with one another, and they worked together to try to put you in very compromising positions here, okay? And they're trying to redeem themselves. So this is the part that they don't want you to know. But you're going to receive a call or some form of communication method from this detective here. And they're trying to redeem themselves as if they were just researching the whole time, or the reason why they didn't get back to you is because they were looking up information. And I'm telling you, that's not the case. So when they do reach out to you, let them know what, what's up. Okay? Don't let nobody play you. Okay, detective or not, don't let nobody play you, okay? Because the detective is basically trying to save themselves or save their hide in regards to what you were trying or attempting to say to them. So this detective has actually made it your case is high priority right now for whoever it resonates. It's not going to resonate with everybody, okay? But they have made your case top priority at this moment because they realize that it really is a serious matter to the point where it actually is between life and death. And they don't want to be responsible if something was to happen to you in a very negative way, okay? I'm here to use the Kipper first. Somebody's eating salad for breakfast, could be for lunch, but someone's eating a salad. Tell me more about this detective. Let's dive deeper, spirit, into this collective. Let me know what's going on with this collective. Show me the parts that are hidden that the detective doesn't want the collective to be aware about. Expose the parts that you're hiding. Yeah, baby, I know what I'm talking about. Message of concern. They did not consider, or they did not see that your pleas or cry for help was a message of concern. But when they decided to go deeper, they realized that it's a very serious matter. And they're trying to cover all their bases here to ensure that they don't look like they dropped the ball, basically. We have toil and labor here as well. They're working around the clock, as I've mentioned. They're working around the clock now because the message of concern is that this ex-lover or this family dynamic here is really pushing against the envelope to ensure that they hurt you, okay? After they took the testimony or the evidence from this ex-lover and this family figure here, they realized that it was more serious in regards to what they thought it was. We have bad health in reverse. Nothing is going to happen to you. So if you've been in your head, if you've been worried that someone is going to cause harm to you, if someone's going to do something negative to you, get that out your mind right now. Okay? Nothing bad is going to happen to you. Okay? I need to make that very clear. Okay? Don't live in a state of fear, because that's what the ex or the family member wants you to be in. They want you to be in a state of fear. They want you to feel that no one is listening to you. They want you to feel like that all hope is lost, and it's not. It's not. You're going to be vindicated from this case, and this is a very deep case, okay? There's also trafficking involved within this case. Okay, your ex or ex-lover, ex-spouse, family dynamic work together in tandem, and they were trying to get you to be trafficked. They were trying to get you to be sexually accosted, if that makes sense. They were trying to make you go through the depths of hell by any means necessary, and it's not working. They basically gave themselves up, or they sounded the alarm based on the conversation or the things that they were saying in regards to this detective. So that's when the detective realized, ding, 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 that you were telling the truth since day one. Okay? So again, if you felt like you've reached out to a detective and the detective completely just ignored everything you had to say, it's because they did not believe what you were saying. They didn't believe what you were saying. Which, for me, and this is me speaking, I don't understand. How could you be a detective, right? Because a detective is a person that goes, supposed to research or to dive deeper into the complaint as to what the person who actually made the complaint. You're supposed to dive deeper into that situation. And I feel like, honestly, this detective was very burnt out by the other cases that they've had. And they just thought that the things that you were saying was very far-fetched. They thought that the things that you were saying could not be true. And it's turning out to be false, or it's turning out to be that you were actually telling the truth. It's turning out that the things that you were saying is going to put this detective underneath a lot of heat. And they don't want that. So what can they do to get the heat off of them? They're working feverishly in regards to your case here, and you'll be successful. Somebody's eating potatoes or sweet potatoes, or you love sweet potatoes. See, the ex-lover or ex-spouse worked with the family member in tandem, and they both had the same story. But even though they had the same story, they still had holes in the story that they presented towards the detective. So they both came together, excuse me, they both came together to ensure that they can corroborate that they're on the same path or the same, excuse me, let me take my time. They both came together in tandem to ensure that they were on one accord. That didn't happen, despite the ex-spouse or ex-lover and the family member coming together and speaking very low of you. They thought they were on the same accord, but they weren't. because the detective were asking the correct questions, or more so the right questions, in regards to what the ex-spouse, ex-lover, or more so the ex-spouse or ex-lover, they were, what's the word? So they both came in at separate times because it has to be interviewed. And the ex-lover gave their statements as to how things went down, or how they portrayed for things to went down, versus the family member came in at their own time or own leisure. And they, they said what they had to say. And when the detective put both stories together, they realized they were a lot of holes. So the ex-lover, ex-spouse, or the family dynamic here put their foot in their mouth. And that's when they realized, or more so, that's when the detective realized that you were telling the truth. Occupation. This detective doesn't want a negative stain, or they don't want a bad stain on their reputation. This detective is known for their impeccable work, but they really felt that your story was so bizarre that it could never happen. And again, people can only treat you based on their level of experience. So if they never experienced such extreme abuse in that manner, if they never heard or seen that type of abuse in that extreme manner, it's going to be very hard for the detective, or shoot, anybody, to understand or to believe that that thing is true. So it's always in regards to the level of perception as to where you meet people. Hopefully that makes sense. As I mentioned, there was a lover here, and the lover was waiting and expecting this detective to arrest you. They sure were. They actually were in communication multiple times, multiple settings, where they would actually meet physically with this detective to give false allegations or false accusations in regards to you. And it didn't work. This is what the detective is keeping close to their chest, because this ex-lover, or family dynamic here felt like that they have won, or that they were successfully able to gaslight the detective into not believing you. What's happening now is that the detective is actually very, very upset, or more so infuriated, in regards to the malicious lies that this ex-spouse, or family member has been saying towards you. So this is why they're making it their duty now. That's funny, because occupation was on top of toil and labor. What they're doing now is that they are pushing your case to the top priority, or to the top of their case, or other cases that they may have, and they're realizing that everything that you're saying has been checked out here. They're realizing that there was a wealthy man, however it resonates. So it could be an ex-lover, or your family member that may have came off as if they were wealthy, okay? And they positioned themselves to perceive that they were wealthy because they felt like money talked. So where this wealthy man messed up at is that they were inadvertently trying to push money towards this detective. Well, hey, if I give you a couple dollars, can you make this go away? Well, what can I do to make this go away? In that kind of way. So they were dancing around the question, or they were dancing around as to the need that they wanted. But the detective was able to pick up what they were putting down. And that was a completely red flag in regards to what this wealthy man was doing here. So this wealthy man felt that, or wealthy woman, however it resonates, but I'm just going about what the cards say. This wealthy individual thought that money talked, to the point that they could escape unscathed from the lies that they have said about you. And that's not true. Poverty. So this ex-spouse, ex-lover, or family member thought that this detective would be okay or be open to taking unaccounted money or unaccounted finances. That's where they messed up at. That's where they messed up at, because they tried to proposition this this detective to take the money, and the detective wouldn't take the money. They were trying to bribe the detective to make this go away. They thought because the detective was in a certain position and they had certain, we'll say, power or authority or permission to make certain things go away, i.e. you, because you were causing too much scenes or you were causing too much chaos in regards to the truth that you were speaking. We have mature men in family room. As I mentioned, I look at family room as a form of secrets. And a lot of secrets are being dispelled or being exposed within this family room here, because however resonates to you with this mature man or older man or elder man, it's like there's an elder man that has been giving advice, but negative advice or nefarious advice in regards to how to keep you quiet. So I feel like this mature man is of the cloth, is what I'm hearing. They're of the spiritual cloth, or they do things behind the cloth. So they do their dirty deeds behind the cloth. There's an elder masculine that either an ex-lover or family dynamic or family member goes to for advice. But they go to this elder man for spiritual advice in regards to you, and also in regards to this detective. So this elder man or mature man could be in their 50s, or they could be born in their 50s, or this has been happening for a very long time. This elder man could have been spiritual for 50 plus years. 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 1 is 8. This elder could also be between the ages of 70 and 80. I'm just going to spin it how I'm seeing it in many different ways. This elder is well known within the spiritual community to make things go away quietly. Yes. So this will be considered an elder, a spiritual elder teacher. I wouldn't consider this elder as a teacher, because they're working with the darker elements or the darker arts to keep this quiet. This can also be Masonic as well, because I'm also seeing the star that's popping up. But this mature man is not to be trusted. I don't like this energy of this mature man. You don't know what a spiritual cloth is? A person that feels that they are connected to a bigger body of energy, i.e. God or i.e. source. They're not connected to God or source. And the reason why they're not connected to God or source is because they're hiding behind the cloth to do very nefarious things or very negative things. So they use the cloth as a crutch to make them see or make them be perceived as if they are of the light, and they're not. That's what I mean in regards to the cloth. They're not of the light. They use the cloth or the spiritual cloth as a crutch or as a disguise to ensure that no one would be aware as to what they're doing. They're not spiritual. Okay? We have despair. Message. This is something that you should have never figured out, or this is something that you were not supposed to figure out. But there is an ex-lover here or ex-spouse or family dynamic that is going to this mature man for spiritual advice. And the spiritual advice in regards to what this mature man is saying here, it's not the best advice. All this mature man knows is darkness. They can be doing this for 50 plus years. We have the message and then we have the spirit. You could be 32, you could be 37, you could be between the ages of 32 and 37. Maybe this has been happening for 32, 37 years, however it resonates in your story, okay? Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. They're all in tandem. They're all involved in this, even this spiritual imposter. We're going to call this elder a spiritual imposter. They're also involved in this foolishness as well, too. They're not of high honor. So, tall black man, please don't worry about me, boo. You're on the verge of kidney failure. You need to worry about your kidneys. And you need to worry about your liver as to why every day that you can't cope with the reality that you attempt to, you're creating a facade for self. Tall black man, 52. Don't worry about my glasses, boo. Worry about why your liver and your kidney is failing, okay? Worry about why you're not able to get a donor or someone that can help you to salvage the little bit of life that you have left. Don't worry about me, boo, okay? You got bigger fish that you need to fry, okay? Don't worry about me, boo. Worry about when you try to pray to the Lord or to God and you're not understanding why your prayers are not being held because you're a very deceitful and evil spirit, okay? Now let me get you out of here. I hate keyboard warriors. You have kidney failure that you're getting ready to come upon and liver failure because you can't stay away from drinking. Don't worry about me, boo. Worry about why you can't get your health and why you can't get your health together, okay? All right, let's keep moving forward. That's the thing about it. If you coming for me, you're coming into my web, because this is a web here. And what you're doing is that you're sticking yourself to my web and you're becoming food. And all I'm going to do is just expose the foolishness behind the keyboard warriors. It is what it is, okay? So when you're on the edge of the bed and you're, oh God, I can't believe, and it's going to be very painful in regards to how you transition. I didn't give you more than a year or so before things to start to completely overturn in your life. And I don't feel bad about it because you deserve everything that's coming to you. You were never a nice person. Since you were young, you were always a deceitful person. I got time today. You are a very deceitful person. You are a very nasty, habitual liar. And now it's coming up against you in regards to your health. And not even enough prayers that you feel that you can use or to shout or to project into the universe, it won't help, boo. I stamped that. I got time today. So who's next? I got time today. Anywho, let's continue. So we have thoughts here. As I mentioned, sudden wealth. This ex-lover or this spouse here was in thought, deep thought in regards to how they can proposition this detective to take money from them. Can you make this go away? Can you keep this quiet? Can you get this person off their back? And this detective is not going for this. And that's when they realized it was a huge concern that this community wanted you to pre-transition out. So Now that this ex or ex-lover, you may have been married to this person, however it resonates for you, okay? However it resonates for you, but they're not realizing, oh shit, I lost my train of thought. You were married to this person at one point in time, or you were in a very long connected, what do you call it? Like a common law connection in regards to this person here. I don't care, babe. Why are you here? If tarot is so evil, why are you here? You don't make sense. You're only over here because you're searching for the truth. And this is why I don't really rock with a lot of Christians, and I'm going to be completely honest and very blunt with it. This is why I don't rock with a lot of Christians, because of you're very hypocritical. You're saying tarot is evil, but yet you're over here. And the things that you're doing is evil. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't really, when some people say certain things, just like, oh, okay, whatever. But you're not making sense. Why are you over here? If tarot is so evil and it's so scary, why would you come closer to something that you're supposedly afraid of? You're not making sense. You're afraid of tarot, but you're over here? You're afraid of tarot because tarot exposes your deceitful ways. You don't make sense, babe. Okay? So let me get you up out of here. Anywho, where the hell at? There you go. Don't project your fear and foolishness on other people, because that's just not going to work over here. They're afraid of the truth. They're very contradicting. And this person likes to fondle with pets. I mean, do you really want me to go there? You see a pet, and the first thing you think of is trying to interfere with the pets in a very negative way. I can go there if you want me to. So, for you to say that tarot is evil, but yet you're fondling with pets in a negative way, that's not evil? Huh? Anywho. But that's the things they don't talk about. They only try to project their nastiness and evilness onto other people to get them to sway against Tarot Oracle. Why in the flying F-U-C-K are you here? Why? Why? Anywho. Oh, goodness gracious, child. We have bad luck here. We have mental illness. So bad luck is in reverse and mental illness is upright. So this ex-lover, ex-spouse here is suffering from, they're suffering from some form of a mental illness. They are. And they felt like they could hide, or they can use their mental illness as a form of a crutch to get you in trouble here. But as I've mentioned before, the things that they're saying about you, it doesn't make sense. So this is just an example. So let's say they're talking about the sun, and you know specific facts about the sun. They're speaking incoherent facts, or more so incoherent gibberish when it comes to the sun. So they're saying, oh, the sun is black, or the sun is white, or the sun is, purple. And we all know that the sun doesn't change colors in that way. But they're trying to make themselves look more intelligent than what they are. Well, why do they care? They care because they want attention. But the attention that they want is they want me to yell and scream at them. And I just don't have that energy to yell or scream. But what I do have the energy for is to expose their deeper, darkest parts that they don't want people to be aware about. And I'm okay with that. Anywho, we have justice here. You're going to get justice for the injustice here. A legal activity. This detective is not letting up. This detective had been profusely calling this individual, trying to get more information or more insights in regards to this individual, and this individual will not answer in regards to, they won't respond back to the detective because they know that they're caught. It could be a Capricorn that's going through karma right now. It could also be a Leo that's doing a lot of spiritual things towards you, but it's not hurting you. It's not touching you. It's actually making this Leo here, for whoever it resonates, it's making them very heartbroken in regards to the risk that they wanted to take against you. And it was a very harsh or hefty risk in regards to trying to come against you here, because now this Leo energy, low vibrational Leo or Capricorn energy, is unable to express their emotions because they're homeless. It's affecting their finances big time. We have Tower moments. This is what this ex or family member don't want you to know. They're in dire needs of a come up. They're in dire needs of assistance. Excuse me. They're in dire needs of karma. Excuse me. They're in dire needs of karma turning in their favor, and it's not. They're going to jail. They really, 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 really thought that the lies that they said about you were true. They really thought you were going to jail. Like, they were sitting there already so confident in their foolishness, so confident in their lies, that this detective has to see their way. And there are too many holes in their story for this detective to actually see that they're not telling the truth. Lack of confidence. Liar. I ain't making it up. I'm not making it up, boo. Liar. They lied on you. They lied on you to the point where they tried to unalive you. That's when this detective realized that it was more serious, or this should have been taken more serious that they anticipated for it to be. Dark energy is here. So for whoever this resonates here, there is an actual shrine. Okay, I do see pictures, but there's an actual shrine or a small altar that was created in regards to you. So someone has given your picture to be placed on an altar to destroy or to take away specifically your intuitiveness, your third eye, and your discernment. They don't want you connected to your third eye, and they don't want you to be connected to your crown chakra. Okay, those two things work together to ensure that you're able to receive messages from the divine. And they were trying to close that up by trying to make you go insane or unwell. Okay? They wanted you to be in spiritual psychosis. They wanted you to go insane. They didn't want you to be connected to that bigger body of source. They couldn't do it. Okay? So this is why they reach out to a mature man or an elder, because most people, again, feel like just because someone is older in age, that they automatically have wisdom. That is not true. It's not true. You have to learn to see people as to who they are and what they are. This person, despite them being a mature person, they're not filled with wisdom. A mature man in this caliber here that is hiding behind their cloth and giving very insidious advice to how to stop you is not a person of wisdom. It's not. It will never be. And this mature man is getting a wake-up call in regards to you from your spirit team or your divine team, not to mess with you. This is a spiritual fight, not a physical one. Yet they're trying to make this a physical fight, but it is a spiritual fight. The only reason why they're trying to make this a physical fight is because they can't beat you spiritually. Hopefully that makes sense. They've tried every curse, every spell, every incantation, every affirmation that they could, and they could not subdue you. Hence the reason why they're going to an elder who they feel has spiritual wisdom, and they don't. You have more spiritual wisdom than this mature man. What is happening with this mature man now is that this mature man has actually fell ill or sick. The mature man has been hiding and not telling people just how severely sick or unwell that they are. This mature man was paid a lot of money to come up against you spiritually. You may have felt the remnants of the spells that they were pushing onto you. So you may have felt that your skull or the top of your head was very tingly. You may have felt your third eye being very tingly, and that was because they were trying to send very insidious spells towards you. Well, what happens if the spells that they are sending towards you is not connecting with your higher chakras? Your root chakra, also known, your crown chakra, also known as your star chakra, and also your third eye. If it's not affecting you, what is going to happen to the energy that they are attempting to send to you? It's going to be returned back into the person that sent the foolishness to begin with. That's what they're hiding, because they're realizing that this elder is now sick, and they're trying to figure out how to heal this elder. You can't heal this elder. I don't think you understand just how powerful you are, collective. You are truly powerful in your own right. And that is your right. That is your prerogative. Especially if you're doing the work day in and day out to ensure that you're putting yourself to the best of your abilities, or putting yourself in the best position to win. Why do they keep thinking that they can send in an elder to harm you? I don't care if you're 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I don't care about your age, boo. Age does not determine wisdom. It does not. The energy do, not the flesh. Again, they don't know how the spiritual work, they don't know anything about spirituality, and it freaking shows. It shows every darn day. I blocked you, but yet you come back in. So that tells me that everything that I said about you was completely true. And I'm going to block you again. And if you come back on my page again, I'm going to put you on my altar, and you're going to feel me. I'm not holding back. You're going to give respect on my channel, Tall Black Man 52. I already know the blueprints and the DNA of you. So if you want to mash my corn, make sure that you're able to withstand the foolishness in regards to me sending it back to you. And I'm telling you, this is a warning to you. Stay off my back and stay off my energy. I'm warning you, stay off my back. I already know what your DNA is already consist of. Strong warning, stay off my back, man. You ain't gonna like what I'm going to release or unleash onto you. Stay off my back. First and last warning. I don't care how many more screen names and fake profiles that you make. You've been warned. Stay off my back. Stay off my energy. If this is what you want, let me know. I got time today. I learned from one of the best. And I never lose a battle. I promise you. If you think I'm just all light, think again. I promise you that. You can take that however way you need to take that. I promise you that. I know all your secrets. All your secrets. And all you're doing is just giving me the ammunition to destroy you. And I have no problem with that. I promise you. Take that however way you need to take that. You already showed me your weak spots. And I'm ready. Let me know how you want to dance this dance. Let me know, boo. Anywho, we have plotting in reverse. Okay? Hidden agendas in reverse. Sometimes people have to feel to understand that it's not a game. And I'm not a game. I'm not playing nobody's game. Nobody's game. And if you coming in my space and disrespecting me, I already won the game. Facts. I say that very confidently. You don't want this war, boo. I promise you. You don't. You don't. Anywho, hidden agendas in reverse. We have hidden agenda in reverse and we have plotting in reverse. This older elder man cannot plot on you. You're too strong of an individual. You're too connected to the divine. And that's what scares them. They've never seen anything like this, even if they've been in it for 50 plus years. They never seen anything like this at all. And it makes them very, very, very nervous. Untrustworthy. Untrustworthy. Let's keep going. We have angels. Angels are by your side. Stuck energy. The more that they attempt to tamper with your energy, the more sicker they become. And you're going to either visibly see that they're sick, or you're going to hear from spirits that they're sick, or you're actually going to see that they're sick. But this mature man is no match for you, boo. Child, please. That's how you gotta look at it. Child, please. They ain't no match for you. And they know that. Shocking message. What can we do to bring the collective down? Nothing. Nothing that you send towards the collective is going to work at all. Let's get this person out of here. Okay. Very toxic. Toxic in the way that they are destroying themselves because they continuously keep praying against you and it's not working. But you are getting signs that someone is trying to throw towards you. It's not working. They don't know how to beat you. Some people just can't be beat, especially if you're innocent and minding your business. Some people truly have the cloak of the divine. You might not be able to see it visibly. That's why I always go back and say, you don't know who walks with who. I keep saying that. And I say that for a reason. Stop looking at the person in a vain way or vanity perspective of things. Learn the spirit of people. And when you learn the spirit of people, you'll learn not to mess with that person. But again, who don't hear will feel. Who don't hear will feel. And we're in an era now where people have refused to hear. So they have no choice but to feel. And they're going to feel very harshly. Very, very harshly. And I don't feel sorry for people who refuse to listen or heed the warnings. I don't feel sorry for individuals of that caliber. I don't. Karmic. Burnt out. Sudden changes. Candleman, I ain't making it up. Sneak, I promise you I ain't making it up. Burnt out, sudden changes, candle magic. And you have sneaky. They so much so feel like that they stronger than you, that they have to do it behind your back. Hear me and hear me well. They feel so strongly that they could beat you that they have to do it behind your back. Where is the strength in that? Where is the strength in trying to disarm or subdue someone when they're not even aware as to what is going on? Where is the strength in that? Where? A keyboard warrior, click clacking and click clacking, when your whole existence is out in Front Street, and the moment that you call them on their BS, they want to backpedal. They want to try to attempt to project onto you in a negative way. That's why I say these type of individuals of this nature, I would never fear them. Fear someone that's doing foolishness behind my back. Be afraid of someone that's gossiping about me behind my back. And then when you come up to them and you say, hey, you have an issue with me? I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? I don't have no issue with you. They backpedaling. They're in the dark, but yet they are afraid of the dark that they want to live in. Make it make sense. The same dark that they want to work out of, when you shine your bright light in their darkness, they have nothing to say. Afraid you? I will destroy you in your own darkness. Learn to leave people alone. And learn to leave people where they are. Leave them alone. Again, you don't know who walks with who. I'm going to keep saying it. Pick and choose your battles wisely. Because I already know for a fact, if you're trying to pick a battle in the dark, you're not going to win. With what light? You have no light. That's why your scary behind is in the dark. because you're afraid of being exposed. And then when you're exposed, it's crickets. Not a peep, not a chirp, not a clickety clack. You ain't fooling anybody. You foul front fucker, you. I cannot stand karmics. I cannot stand a person that use lie and deception as a tool to harm innocent people. I can't stand it. If you're truly feeling froggy, leap in the light and let us see you in public, not behind the scenes. You freaking coward, you. I can't stand a coward. And I will always call out a coward. You notice when you call out the coward, the first thing they want to do is they want to incite some form of violence in regards to you. It's because they're losing self of control or control of self. That's why people use abuse or strong tactics to ensure that they put you in a state of fear. Behind my back? If you're so much of the man or woman that you say you are, come out in front street and let we do-si-do in the light. No heart, because they have no heart. The heart is filled with nothing but light. Confidence is what makes you exude your heart. And they have no light. They have no heart, clearly. Because they're doing it behind the scenes. They can't even face you publicly. But they got all the energy behind the scenes. And then the moment that you face them publicly, they want to try to put hands on you. A coward. Because they can't understand why they don't have control over you. They ain't doing nothing but hurting themselves. That's all they're doing. They're not hurting you. They're hurting themselves. A message is coming. As I've mentioned, you're going to receive a message from this detective here. How they're sorry. They didn't da-da-da. They're going to tell you what's up. But at the end of it all, you're going to be vindicated from all of this. You will. And that's what this ex or ex-lover or family member did not want. Come out the shadows and speak to me. Tell me how you feel about me. Don't hide and cower behind the darkness because you feel most powerful in the dark. All I have to do is shine my lights. Oops. Whoops. Whoops. Financial failure is here. So this ex and this mother figure, father figure, family, whatever, however here, has been losing a lot of money, or they lost their money or their finances because they eat, sleep, and breathe you. They eat, sleep, and breathe you to the point where they don't have no money left. All they have left is their front, their foul front. And they're using that in any way, shape, or form to ensure that they can subdue you. Imagine someone don't have money to pay for spell work. And the only thing they have left is their foul front. And they're giving up their foul front like it's candy, like it's a piece of gum. Here, 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 here. And every person that they F-U-C-K, they're still not able to subdue you. So they just basically wasting their life source of energy away. Afraid you? These are the type of individuals that are afraid of death. They don't understand how death works. They don't understand the actual definition or the perception of death from a higher perspective of things. They just know that if death is knocking on their door, oh my God, oh my God, what am I going to do? They don't understand death, but yet they're trying to cause it amongst other people. Make it make sense. In the dark, but trying to cause death behind the scenes. The only thing narcissistic individuals have are fear, control, and disarray of confusion. That's the only thing they have. And if you take all of it away, what else do they have left? Do they see me? Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, have fun. We see you. We see you, and we going to call you out, boo. We going to always call you out on your foolishness. Because that's all you are, karmic, is a foolish, unintelligent C-U-N-T. That's all you are. A foolish, unintelligent C-U-N-T, karmic. That don't have no backbone unless you're in the dark. Afraid of death, but you causing it. You can't even withstand your own foul energy, karmic. You the one that's pre-transitional. You the one that want to take yourself out because you can't handle what you put into the world. Again, you can't even handle the darkness that you want to push on to other people. So again, why should we be afraid of you and your foolishness? Why? This is not a cult. And I'm going to keep saying it. It's not a cult. It's a C-U-N-T. They're not a cult. They're unintelligent C-U-N-Ts is what they are. Who don't have the confidence to face you publicly. Who have to get other people to get on their train, their train to hell, to come against you to derail your path. You are the conductor of your train. You are the conductor of your life. Don't allow anyone to overthrow or derail you from your path or your life. Nobody. Because as soon as they get caught, what's the first thing they're going to do? They're going to run and hide like the C-U-N-T that they are. I didn't do that. No, I didn't do that. They want to escape from the reality that they created for self. And most people, 100% of the individuals that are in the dark can't handle the dark that they created for self. So what do? They take themselves out like clockwork. Like clockwork. You have bigger CEOs and SVP, vice president and senior vice president. And the moment that they get caught in the foolishness that they do, what's the first thing that they do? What's the common denominator in regards to what people do when things come to the light? They take themselves out. But yet they playing with the dark. Make it make sense. It's a pattern. They self-destruct. They take themselves out because they can't handle the darkness what they put themselves in. I have to go, but I'll be back. I have a couple of private reads that I have to do. If you would like to book a private reading with me, that information is in my bio. Okay? I will be back in a little bit. So I will talk to you guys soon. Okay? See y'all in a bit. I'll see y'all in a bit.